You all, what do y'all mean? Hold on, let me see. Am I live? Okay. Hello. Let me see if I can. Hello. Okay. Let me see if I can. Well, it's saying. Hello. Okay. Let's see if I can. So there's the echo. Anyway, I don't know, guys. Okay. There we go. All right, now I can sit back. So yeah, this is a different stream. So I'm back in. Yeah, somebody was saying no audio. It's like there was audio. I don't know what that was about. So um I'm back. This one's a reset. So I reset the live stream. Yep, so but I'm back in though. And yeah, we are working today. We're still working. We're getting all of our little readings together, which the clients, they're falling in love. So I have clients that are looking for, their companions, and I've seen them grow. Like, and these are catches. Like they call it high value people, men and women, high value, and they're like, I'm not gonna do like I used to. I'm not gonna chase this person down. I was like, you don't have to. We don't need you to chase nobody. We've done all the chasing you need to do already. So it's just like one little thing left. They already doing the dinners, already like going out. They're doing everything. It's just a little bit of validation. He's used to like, okay, so they talk about, ladies of the night, or forever ladies of the night. Then but the men who deal with ladies of the night, they're forever men of entertainment. So he's like looking for her to do these amazing acrobat. And he's like, "What's up with that? Won't you just say it?" It's like you dealing with him. You did like this one. He was this. This is why there was like five of them, and this is the one he was saying, "No, no, no, not that one," because he knew she was no joke. He knew she's no joke. And now he said, "That's why I want to stay away from her. Look at me now." And like he sound like in love, like in love. I never heard him his voice sound like this before. He is drawn in. He's into her. You can tell by his voice. He's captivated. So I'm keeping an eye on the two of them. And I told him, I was like, let's just see what goes on this week. Let's get through this week, see what we make of it. I think you're going to be surprised. So yeah, very nice. Very, very, very nice. I love it. I love the idea that he's finding himself. Yeah. I like reading with. That's what I'm talking about, transcendence. He's transcended. Yes, I'm being meant to transcendence. Earlier we were reading the Bhagavad Gita. This is the transcendence I was talking about. See, nobody's talking about transcendence like that. Trying to tell me that this is somebody else's content. It's like, what? This is nobody else's content. They're talking about transcendence. Are you crazy? I'm the authority. I'm literally working, talking about transcendence with clients, and I have a degree. Of course, I'm allowed to talk about it. Gosh, I have a degree. I got the degrees. What you talk about? I can talk about transcendence. So yeah, that was wild. There's, when they were saying, well, like, hey, like, you wish you wish you could interpret scriptures like I do. Not doing it. You wouldn't say what I'm saying. You'd say something different and opposite of what I'm saying. So I stuck with that live. I wasn't gonna let that live go. I was like, we're in the middle of the Bhagavad Gita, and the Bhagavad Gita is teaching me something specifically on this subject. Like, do things out of social duty. Don't do things because it's good or bad. That's amazing. It was like three modes. It's about the three material modes. Don't do it because it's good. It's like you want to transcend goodness, things that are generally a positive, and things that are ignorant, and things that are passionate. You want to exceed beyond all three of them, and and become one with universe. Well, God in the context of the scriptures. So yeah, that's what we were learning today. We took the time to really study it. We got deep into the studies, and I was like, well, let's put some of this to work right now, in fact. And then I went live again, and then I demonstrated it with the client. So exactly. Oh, so yeah, good things. By the way, so good things are happening today. We're moving into uh, well, okay. So I think how long am I in here for? 4 o'clock. I at least have feels like I have 6 hours left to go. Yeah, so I'm gonna be here for a while. You know. Oh, and I bet you're thinking. So was that the the big like a live that you wanted to do? No, that's not even the live that I'm intending to do. It's one of the lives that I had in mind. I did a live that I had in mind to do. But yeah, there's another live that is full of more surprises. Yes. So if you liked what I had to say about the Bhagavad Gita, just wait until I'm still not going to tell you what that live's about, but it's pretty amazing. Absolutely, you're gonna be astonished when I do the live. Mm. But I did give something though, and learn something. So I learned how to go live in two different channels. Um, I think that I already know, I'm supposed to trust YouTube more. I need to stay focused with YouTube specifically. So even you, although YouTube still has some of the same types of, happenings, YouTube is the one I'm supposed to really seriously deep down invest in. But I know how to go live simultaneously, and which is a good thing with TikTok. So I can still share useful information there on the TikTok. Now I like going live, and um, I, though I can create, I guess, sort of like these guest links, I'm really not interested in the guest links right now. Um, Not yet. Though I can create, yes, I can create a guest spots and things like that, but I'm holding out for a little while. I am going to do it, but I'm gonna at least hold out, to get further along, and then I'll invite. It's like that on. I don't invite anybody there on TikTok either. So go figure. I know they're like play the game because it's like a video game, to be honest. Like a video game. It's interactive video game. But yeah, I I'm like I want to do it this way. So who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I will do it another time, but not right now. For now, I'm fine with the way it is. Yeah, I'm just gonna just work on just. They told me no, focus on to secure that first because this is working. This is working for you right now. So yeah, do this one first, and then I will. But and plus, they're going. You know how like when businesses first start out, they're all like things are going crazy. Things are going on with it within the background, and I don't need to be in. I know that is not favorable for me being in that space while it's going through so many developments and changes. So, but by the way, if I had to say this again, okay, I already did a live that TikTok is not going to be banned. And so people are like, TikTok's going to be banned. I'm like, no, it's not. I already did lives on that. And anyway, the administration now isn't going to allow TikTok to be banned. So I already did lives on it. So yeah, it's already more or less talked about some of these issues that are, I guess, people will experience. And um, so I'm like I'm trying to maintain the focus of keeping in sync with YouTube. That's what I'm instructed to be. Oh, and by the way, it's set up where so eventually, like if you're YouTube, you can stay with YouTube. If you're TikTok, you can stay in TikTok and still access everything. So I now know I can do that. So before I was like, what do I do? What do I do? Do I like take one and give to the other, or like I have to like divide it? Like how do I do this? But then I figured out, oh no, I can literally mirror the two. So if your culture is TikTok, you can stay over there at TikTok. If your culture is YouTube, you can stay over there at YouTube. It won't matter. You'll still have access to everything. So I've discovered that today. That's why I didn't make last night happen. It's like I mean I wanted to, but I'm like I knew I was this close to discovering how to be in two places at once. Like how do I? Then yeah, yeah. So yeah, insane. It's insane. Um, yeah, I'm definitely um, looking towards. I wonder what it's gonna be like when venues start, when we start able to do live venues beyond going beyond YouTube or TikTok. And I'm like, hey, venues here. Um, but my brain is saying you need to okay, like you is okay, so YouTube used to be like this. YouTube had a season where they were kind of like, you know, with the information. So now, like, I guess every business is like that, you know, where it's like it's just crazy in that front, and it's like in that political element, especially when things are happening to them. It's like, but yeah, I had only have good things to say about TikTok. Like, for example, it's not. I said it's not going to be banned. You know, I said, in fact, you know, I was doing like I did I think numerology. I also did like prayers, and I was like, no, it's not going to be banned. But then other people are like saying it is, but I'm like, no, it's not. It doesn't happen. They keep saying it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's like it's not gonna happen. So I'm the one. I'm the group that's in the it's not gonna be banned group. Yeah, but it's got to go through many. Obviously, it's got to go through many changes. hmm And which I love the idea of. So you're gonna somebody's message got held for review. Oh, your message got held. I'm not gonna read it. If your message got held for review, reword it. And put some butter on it too. It better be nice. Oh wow, it didn't even make it. You didn't even make it to the chat box. Whoa, I'm not gonna read it. I kind of love that, like how they have that. Like they give you, they don't like force you to read it. It's like if you want to read this, it's questionable. It's kind of it's like when your computer has a virus and it says you might not want to visit this site. Yeah, I'm not gonna visit that site. I'm not clicking on it. It could have a virus. Yeah, no virus. Is it a virus? It's a virus. Are you trying to? What am I doing? Hanging out, working. I'm a psychic, so I'm working, doing the spiritual thing. You know, bringing healing to the world, being a light, being a good human. You know, not being an earth god. You know, healthy things. Doing good. You know, doing good for people. Yeah, but hello, having a busy day. Can you do a reading? I can. I keep telling you all, oh, I have no problem doing a reading. Of course, I can do a psychic reading. But if you would like me to answer a question, you might want to ask a question because I am working and I could be in the middle of doing a reading for you, but somebody could cut in at any time. So if you can like get to the point, yeah, I could do a reading for you. Yeah, I could read around a subject. I have no problem with that. I never said you guys couldn't ask questions, but there's some people who want to play, you know what I mean? Like you know, They wanna they wanna talk. They want they want to. Like, I'm gonna be nice. They want to they want to play and stuff. So which I don't mind. I mean, yeah, but if you have a genuine question, that's what they're see. That's what see. People want to know: are you? I'm unavailable. I'm neither. I'm not. I'm not. I'm unavailable. I don't want to do anything. Can you all accept that? I don't. I'm not interested in in doing anything. So yeah, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do any gay thing. I don't want to do any lesbian thing. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to. I don't want to. Or already somebody already asked, do I want to have an affair? I don't want to have an affair. I'm not. Also, I'm not. I'm not friendly to community. So I'm not community male. I'm not community female. I'm just. I'm only here for your spiritual improvement. I'm spiritual. I'm spiritually here. Plus, yeah, I don't want people like taking a taking a squat or taking a pee pee on my this is my professional image. So, but it might yeah, I don't want people that don't come take a leak on my brand, please. I don't mind you asking me questions. That's a very honest, serious question. But what do you identify as? If you want to know, if you mean like, okay, what I meant, what do you identify as? Because everybody, is different, and yeah, I want to, acknowledge what you are. I would say male. However, I don't get to be a male like your brother because like men hit on me and I can't stop that. And they haven't stopped even at this age. I've always been hot and I do hot things. So like like I was always in the spotlight and I was in the stage. My career was actually entertainment world. So I was a young actor, so I was getting paid and also sing and dance of all types and I was also a star in athletics, so I was a grab. So yeah, so I attract. So yeah, so even as a so then becoming an adult, being fit, obviously it looked great. Yeah, and still do obviously. Yeah, people still ask me like, you on the market? What are you trying to do? So I protect. Well, I protect my brand. My brand is spiritual, so I don't want to be known for anything. Like go talk to that one. No, you can't like pull me out of the line and stuff like that. I will resist you. So yeah, I'm like yeah. Anyway, all that. So mail on my driver's license because I drive. So so am I gonna like create be a plug in, be a plug for somebody who's not meaningful in my world? I'd rather talk to somebody who's gonna put gas in my tank, but I mean not sugar, because remember I said earlier I declined sugar. So like put gas in the tank, electric bill, or two, so like, that's what what I'm saying. I'm trying to build my channel, but I'm not gonna be like at night, like with my shirt on and talking about I'm naked right now. No, that's not gonna like people like not gonna be like when I as I'm growing, people I don't have to worry about nobody saying, "Hey, that person did that." Yeah, yeah, that person did that. That person did that. I ain't gotta worry about any of that or nothing like that. So, I'm just saying, I'm just nipping it in the bud before it even happens. And I'm just gonna just always be me. I'm just gonna be me. I'm not cutting my hair or nothing. And I'm just gonna I'm just only here to work with my clients. I have 5 famous psychics who I work under. And also I'm with a top company in America. So I work with people from all over the globe. And yeah, so I speak to a lot of educated, very brilliant people. So I always anytime I interact with anybody, I speak to them just like that. So please don't ask me to change the way I speak because I'm not going to do it. Okay? That's it. And if I've turned you off, well, go rest on it. Go have a bite to eat. It's almost dinner, right? No, lunch. Go have lunch, and maybe you'll show me some grace, and you just real I'll respect you, and you respect me, and then you come back, and then maybe we can talk about some things. But oh, by the way, just because I share my personal perspective doesn't mean my energy's off. So just saying that somebody, if one of my clients contact, my favorite clients contact me right now, although I said, I'm still going to do a 120% work. I'm still going to do 200%. I'm still going to be accurate with them. They're still going to get blessings. They're still going to have love in their life and abundance, and overcome anyone who's trying to be as an obstacle in their life. So I mean, I'm professional. So energetically, I'm okay. I can get mad. I can get upset. I can get passionate. I can speak up for myself and still do a reading for you. Okay. So when I'm talking to someone energetically, that doesn't mean, okay, now I'm talking with this other person energetically. Everything now is bleeding into their reading. Oh no, your funky attitude. I couldn't get a reading from you right now because your energies. No, that's not a valid reason, and that's not the way my readings work, or that's not the way my energy works. So yeah, I could so if I had to turn around and discipline my son, I could do that, turn to you and still be like, yeah, you should go on that meeting, and this meeting is going to be productive. Like my energy doesn't shift, doesn't, if your life didn't switch up, so why would my energy switch up? So yeah, let me be the psychic. And if I feel like I can't do it, I won't do it, because I have 5 stars all over the globe. So all over the world, I'm a 5 star psychic. Now remember, I also receive clients under 5 famous psychics. So I'm a trusted psychic to work with the clients of famous psychics, and each of them are star to me. So that's 5 of them. I have 5 stars, 5 stars over there. No, but literally, we also on their site, you can rate. So yeah, all 5 stars over there, and also 5 stars in the U.S. I'm also top tier, and the only job that I've ever had, universe has needed me to take on assignments, but the only work that I have had is the psychic's work. Is psychic, yeah. So let me be psychic. All right. There you go. And there's that. Okay, but I'm gonna hide this one. I'm gonna I'm going to hide this one as well. Okay. So yeah. Okay, so I just hid that one as well. I hid them all, clear them all out. There y'all go. So I'm so happy that we have that understanding. And then whatever boundaries you would like to set up with me, as you are the public, I'm in the public eye. So I'm a public, image. So yeah. So I'm not gonna let the public play with my professional image. That's a no go. I will cut off blood. If you're blood, you be first to go. So like a friend or an associate or a stranger, they can go just as quick. You know what I'm saying? So, but also likewise, I respect like the public to set up boundaries for people in the public eye. So yeah, if you have some public people, as you all as a group, definitely set up your boundaries. Like, protect your finances, protect your privacy. Do all those those types of things. You have to do your due diligence on your side, which I'm helping. I'm also as a contributor to these things. The way that I help is that I will like I will more or less um, like okay, so I have it where you don't have to like have my phone number to do readings with me, for example. Also, with that said, you don't have to like I don't have to like send a pay button to you. I won't have to send a pay button to you. I won't have to send do a card reader for you or nothing like that. I don't even need to know where you live at. I won't need to know where your phone number is. Nada. Nada. All I have to do is present you a link and get that to you. Don't have to do it through email. I'm going to be able to do it through my members' messages, so that people designated who are supposed to be there can be there, or a group of people to be there. Or if I do a show, then I just invite all people. Or if I do a public, I just so I can do from private lives. Well, a live means you click a link on your smartphone or tablet, whatever, but you can speak to it just like you would a phone. Everybody has a smartphone. I'm gonna assume. I'm just go ahead and say that. And they just need an internet, and then they can just they don't have to do video. They could do video chat, uh, combination of the two, audio. Period. So yeah, so no exchange of anything. Only through do it all through YouTube or TikTok. So that's how we are kind of maneuvering around the whole. Yeah, we can you know keep our boundaries intact. Said hi. Um, welcome, uh, Miranda. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yeah. Oh, I'm working with also work with mothers and children, right? So I have a client whose son plays. Well, he's growing up to play um, the European version of football professionally, and the coaches want him so bad, but they're waiting for him to grow up, and it's so funny. I like because she's all pretending like she's not being mama. She's like, no, my son. Like literally like asking me should he be allowed to go leave the country to go and compete. He's like, you're being mama, huh? And the coaches are like, oh, sweetheart, we can wait. When he has a driver license, he drives himself to practice, and yeah, and we deal with him like a man, like a young man. Then but that's what they kind of told her, and I'm like, well, yeah, they're working with him. It's like a nice way of saying it, but she kind of knew. She's like, yeah, I like. It's like it's like mama don't play. Like, yeah, mom, if it's a mother, you know what I mean. Mother don't play, but that's okay because she's still guiding him right. I mean, she like what do you call? She sacrifices so much for her son, so much, so beautiful. Um, and it does feel good. There is something honorable like having raised a child, having raised a son vibration, and sending them like getting them through school, get them in through college, get them into college, high school, get them through high school, get them through college, things like that. So it was good. It was wonderful to see. It's like wonderful when because I'm working with there's a daughter, a mother and daughter, who's doing the whole co-parenting thing, but the daughter, she's just moved into university, and she's sorting out and seeing how she's mapping, figuring things out. Um, Originally, like getting through high school, I've been reading my clients since they're a lot of them since their children have been like in high school and now are in college, having the college life experience, and it's like I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna do it my way. I'm so happy that I can relate. So yeah, I do. So that's why I tend to like. I'm very meticulous at keeping this. I have to be my image is everything. So I'm very I have to be very like plain spoken. Like really down to earth because I know that I'm very lucky to be in a position that I'm in, and something so important, something a role that is taken so importantly, and it's allowed, and also it's a spiritual space. I'm someone's spiritualist. They tell me so. Like I'm like I get them to accept that they're doing the work, but I'm kind of like their inspiration. And what I do is I get them motivated to chase after whatever the pursuits are. So I have to take that serious. And you know what else I love about it? I'm speaking to all ethnic groups, all religions, all nationalities. That is a dream for people to want to have be in a position to do. Like they may speak to a community or a group of people. Um, yeah, I'm in a very interesting place. I have very interesting stories. And I always say I love how everybody's story like interlock with each other. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Like they're from different countries and obviously different nationality, different religion, but there's like certain little things. Like my UAE person, a him, um, uh, is high value. By the way, high value. Well, as you say, I think he's better than high value. High value is just where it starts. He's beyond, but he's fallen in love, like really fallen in love. And what I keep smiling about this, I keep saying this is like my fifth time saying it today. It was out of five women, and the one that he said he was running away from, and he hushed me up. I was like, okay, okay, okay. And I was smiling. I was like, she'll be back. Now when he's like, first of all, he couldn't get rid of her. Everybody else kind of did their thing, came back, and they were like, yeah, we still love you. But it's like this one was the one that was like always present. And now this is the one where it's like you could tell in his voice has changed. Like he's like caught up in a woman. His voice sounds like that. Like he doesn't sound so certain like he normally usually because usually he's very logical because he's world class, he's world business, like travel to places, Singapore, Spain, like he travels and businessmen, like strong personalities, men dressed in black, and he's in that environment. And a lot of people depend on him, and he's phenomenal. Which, by the way, he didn't know that he was going to be doing work like this. He used to do something where he was kind of like he was under somebody, and somebody else did all the, you know, who's who. But I said, it's switching. You're becoming who's who. It's like explaining to somebody a dream, and they're like rubbing the eye. They're like, what? Like when? Like he's lost. He thought okay. Like he didn't like. It took him a while to process that he's gonna he lost a friend. It because a friend couldn't ascend with him, and so the friend fell away into slumber, into sleep. So it's like this is the shifts and changes this man has gone through alone. Like he definitely, and by the way, he's really good with women. I mean, he does things for women. If he's in a woman's life, he makes he contributes to her life. Like he's put women through school, like got women to get their masters, put them in school, put them through school, got them their masters, like, get them into where they own their flats, you're right, they're owners, they own it, it's theirs. He doesn't like claim, he doesn't come back and grab it later because they won't sleep with him. He like, no, that's theirs. And they come back and they're like, they just love on him. But it's like It's like, why won't you let one of these women have you? So, but this one, I knew Chris something was special about this one. This one had has achieved what other ones have not been able to achieve. He's locked in and not in a toxic sort of way. Like, why does this one want me type of way? No, like they really are good for each other. So it's good to see that. Oh, but now have you realized something? Though my comments earlier, I know if you're shaken up by it, we're talking about a heterosexual relationships. Just in case you needed to that pointed out to you, we're talking about this is heterosexual relationships where we are talking about in spite of our previous conversation. Somebody felt the need they had to ask. You had to ask. You still have to ask. Oh my gosh. So but I'm not surprised. I heard from spirits. They said, it's never going to change. They're not going to stop. I'm like, oh boy. Because I was asking, so when does this run out? Like, how much time do I have got with all of this? Because I want to focus just on the work. They're like, it's never going to run out. So I don't know if is it a blessing or is it a blessing or is it a curse? I don't know, but I just to calm everybody's nerves. Yeah, I'm not even in your running. I'm not even in your I'm not your competition. So please don't look at me like that. All right, all right. So don't be thinking like I'm trying to be the it. I'm trying to compete with you. I'm not competing with him or her. You, as far as I'm concerned, you both are being matched up and ready to go for to yourselves. And you call every time you approach me, you come two at a time. Sometimes there's it's like the scales are a little heavier on the other, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. There's two people, three. Okay, first of all, are you aware that there's like three people if you're trying to sneak in here? Are you? Oh, that's what you want. Okay, that's cool. Sometimes it's the other side, so it works both ways. And okay, okay. I was just checking. I was just checking. It's none of my my business is giving you the right information. I'm looking for the information that you actually asked for. Okay. So, anyways, so I hope that you know like you're not over there brooding. So if you're out there brooding, stop it. Stop. You know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be a spiritualist in the public eye and do it all. Do the clairvoyancy, do the prayers. You know what I'm trying to do. So cool it over there. If you're brooding, go get you a nice tall glass of ice water. Because it is not that's not what this channel is going to turn out to be. And it's not a gossip channel, by the way. It's not going to be a channel where I'm talking. Though I have read celebrity, it's very rare that I read a celebrity. So this ain't gonna become a celebrity psychic reading channel. It's not what this is. Okay, I'm probably more likely to read political figures more than reading that's like a entertainer. Okay, so all right, okay, because actually I'm women's best friend. So there you go. And I'm also men are my brothers. So obviously, for many reasons, obviously, I mean, do you have to ask why I would like men better? Okay, yeah, I like men better because they're a reflection of myself. I understand them, and plus, I read. Women are my best friend, though. I like men, but women are my best. I'm best friends with women, and they're a love after my own heart. So yeah, so there you go. There's a nice balance, but I'm not gonna deny. Yeah. So yeah. So that means if men can't run games on me, so women can't run games on me. It is what it is. I'm not gonna surrender my identity to in either group. Yeah, I want to make sure. I don't want to say anyone. I want to make very clear. I'm not going to play in the mess with men or women. I'm not gonna be involved. I'm not. I used to say, I don't care what the pastors, what the prophets let you do with them, you won't do it here. So I used to say it that way. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna say, look, whatever is going on out there, I don't. I'm not involved. I'm not interested in making that a reality over here in my channel because I want to do big things. I want to be allowed to. I want to continue being trusted. You know, I'm a trusted psychic. Obviously, I work with families, you know, and great dads, great and newly dads too, and also great moms, and also great like the father and the mother actually um, attend weddings of their children, pay for the wedding, you know, versus the other side of the in-laws, you know, the persons who they're one of the two's in-laws, you know, it's like doing their thing, but then my one of my clients, you know, made their family is uh, parents cover the wedding. But I also talked to both. I've talked to both the parent and the child as well, who's an adult, right? So also because they have like adults, child have questions, they run it by me. Besides, adults usually ask questions about or on the child's behalf. That happens. So I manage families too, and the difference is again, there's not going to be it's going to when I say spotless, it's spotless. It is spotless. It's not going to be no playing around over here. You know, it's not, no. This is it's not gonna be like a lot of church gossip and then spiritualists. None of that. Not gonna be on like Twitter and you know, Guru done died. Oh boy, you know, none of that. No, Earth God stuff. None of that. Like I already look all through all of the. We're gonna do it this way. We're gonna do the university school way. Yeah. Anything that I need to know, I don't quite need to ask y'all. I just go and I go grab the material, the reading material, or to go take a class on it, come back and make it happen here. Figure it out, like I figured out how to go live on TikTok and YouTube together. Anyway, I think y'all get it. This is not me coming down on anybody. I'm just saying, since we're on the subject, like just clear the air a little bit, so that you do, and what kind of conversations that I might be interested in. So the types of conversations that I'm interested in are very like spiritual, metaphysical. I love the tarot cards. I love astrology. I love my prophecies, my psychic prophecies. At that, I love you already know I love the Bhagavad Gita. I love the Bible, correlation, and I will continue to help everybody and grow, help everybody to grow and achieve higher spirituality and with great understanding. And anything that I can do to help someone, I want to be in a position to do exactly that, to help them. So I am ready to do it, but I'm also, you know, protective. Yeah, I'm still yet very, very protective. I already have my clients, so so I'm not seeking clients because I already have clients. So this is something that I'm doing to be helpful and healthy as a spiritualist. So since I'm trusted and I'm moving this way, anybody who's trying to guide or fix my path differently than what I am co-creating with the universe to create, I have to make sure that they understand that they will not be permitted to go any further than I will allow them, which is not going to be very far. I'm not going to allow them very far. Yeah, so it's very solid, also blocked in, nobody in, nobody out type of situation. With me at the pentacle as the eye, and I don't miss a thing. So like you'll be found out like that perfectly. Like that's what I do is sight for people all day and all night. So like I'll see it and and be on top of him very quickly, or addressing her very quickly too. And maybe like I'll be the angel of your Eden and like say out, and you both will exit the garden, be put out, and you can roam a little bit, till you're ready to come back. But the doors are never closed. The doors are always open, and you can always find your way back. And when you're ready, and I will be here to embrace you. So anyway, so that's that. That's I think that's all of that. That's get some understanding, and yeah, that's where we are. That's where we are today, in a good way. Um, um, yeah. So, uh, we know. So no, what will we learn from that? Family is stronger than anything. You're all about family. Yeah, I'm all about the family. The husband, the wife, and between them, the children, their house, their careers, and their life goals. Yeah, hmm that's what I'm. What I'm about. Okay. Um. Um. So the venues I'm hoping will be the type of venues that it's meant to be for breakthroughs and spirituality. So um, yeah, sometimes I get the sense that okay, so it's like people always come in here and they always do those types of questions said earlier. Very colorful questions. Um, but like yet amongst themselves they go and have conversations on it's like culturally appropriating on my expertise profession, but no, they're because they're not really talking about mine is super exceeding. So it's kind of like it's like Neil deGrasse, he's an astrophysicist. People know what they know. They can know a lot, but they can know so much but not know when they're wrong. He sent a video, and he said there's even a name for it, which I need to like listen to it one more time. I was like, he's right. And of course I copied that video onto my Twitter. Yeah. I was like, he's a smart guy. I like Neil deGrasse, the astrophysicist, American astrophysicist. Um, Also, he talks about the 13th astrological sign. He believes in he wrote a book, or like there's a chapter, he believes that there are technically 14, but 13 that we can readily recognize. We're still studying, which I kind of put together. They're still studying this. They said that also we're not in that for very long, and you blink, you miss it. Um, so there's still some thoughts on that. So that's going to be interesting how we cultivate that, which aligns with perfectly with Egypt's thoughts of astrology would be 14 pieces. One missing, the 14th missing, 13 found. And okay, I'm gonna stop there. I'm not trying to get into that, but yeah, it's very fascinating. So yeah, I love conversations, that explore the professionalism, the professional sides of things. And I'm going to continue to on that journey. I'm going to continue to build in that way. And when I need to guide the direction, will have to be on that pretty quick, okay? But on the other hand, those who stumble across and they really are like a part of this advancing direction, they will have it. Uh, well, they'll be, I guess, provided those services pretty quickly, and also very straightforward and a practical way that is uplifting and positive. Of course, from myself, the expert and professional. So that's the goal. That is where we are at. Yeah. So yeah, there you are. And let's see. Oh, it's is afternoon. Good. So I have to actually work till 4, and because this is like, but this week is actually an active week. So by the way, here where I'm at, it doesn't get night until like 9:30, 10 o'clock p.m. So I have plenty of time so enjoying the morning to enjoying the day and then the evening all to myself. Because what I did was I moved all of my work to the morning. So everything is in the morning when all that's going on, when all that's happening. And then I can just like do whatever I like. Well, I'm right now I found really great shows, and I'm binging right now on these amazing shows that I'm keeping up with. So that's what's going on with me over there. Yeah, and yeah. So hello to everybody. Hope everyone is having a great day. That you're finding your way, and that it's going to be beautiful and amazing, and enjoy it all of the world, all of your life, and you know what you're doing, and continue to explore the many different areas. Even though, like, so I have my clients already. So my clients, I say to them, um, I uh, I hope that all of success finds you. So yeah, we extend that all of success. Hope it finds you. So we're going to continue on with that journey, and getting everybody involved in their own personal growth, not so much what's going on in the world, because what's going on in the world, that's beyond you, like, yeah, it's like whatever it is, whatever is circulating, it's beyond you. There's not something that we don't have to repeat. We don't, we like we said, our psychic prophecies, we don't have to repeat it. So it's like it's already in place. Like, so there's nothing to be missed. But people can live life to the fullest, their success within themselves. So I more or less am working with people to find their personal success, so that they don't hold out on themselves, not hold out on us. It doesn't, like, they're good or they're bad has nothing to do with us. It will not make a difference. However, being that they are holding out, or you might be holding out on themselves, oneself, what I do is I get people, receiving things for themselves in turn. So like getting people to figure out a way to turn it around energetically, and go after the things that energetically it involves them inwardly, so they're able to grow. They grow and move on, transcend the readings, or transcend just out of the act of transcendence. So I'm really into those conversations right now. I want people doing even more of that. But it's going to be um, something that is enhancing the lives of my clients. Um, but I mean, also enhancing the lives of others. So that's the channel, more or less, what, like in terms of like what I'm releasing. So the channels I'm releasing information wise is for that reason alone. It's for that reason. Um, yeah. And then if people like have their own thoughts or their own, um, what they call it, interpretations or intentions, it's just that if your intentions does not align with spirit, it may not be deemed spiritual. If it's not spiritual, it's something that's something where I probably will not connect with. I won't be a part of it. Like if it's not spiritual directed, and if it's, and then there's only for so long that I'm gonna ask it, like, is this beneficial for you? Eventually, you know, I know that your journey will guide you in a different direction altogether, because yeah, it's all about spirituality right now. Spirituality uh, is all about a person achieving with their intentions, but it has to be personalized. It's personalized. Otherwise, it's like it's not a big deal. It's like I'm not even going to spend too much time on it. It's not going to be too interesting for me. Also, I don't do well in boring situations. So, like boring relationships that are boring, relationships that are not yielding any kind of excitement spiritually. I mean, not ruckus, like run red light type of excitement. I mean, I, I mean, like breaking spiritual law, ruckus, not like that. I mean, like excitement, as in, I love the idea that people are doing something daring, but daring as in they are, um, you know, uh, connected with their soul tribe, on something that each of them, all of them have their intentions, personal intentions of why they've come together, but a common goal. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's exciting to me. And therefore, if there was a something that is boring, so to speak, yeah, I would get out of that. I would just get out of the boring side. And like I don't deal with what ifs. So there is no such thing as what ifs. What if? What if? What if? Because here's the thing: if you never try to have a human experience, then you'll never know. So, because it's like, what if? What if? What if? What if? What if? And you're not doing anything worthwhile. And then, of course, if you're what if, 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 and there's nothing productive that comes out of what ifs, um, or actions of thereof, then that is also not spiritual. So, yeah, we will be at odds. We'll be at odds because I'll keep challenging you, and you may like, so eventually you'll like have to say, you have to acknowledge what I'm asking. You're gonna have to say, oh yeah, okay, like, okay, now you're getting somewhere. Like getting some, not saying that it has to be something that I think it is, but it has to be something that you think it is, something that you're willing to act on. So yeah, I don't like keep conversations going round and round and round in circles, because I'll eventually will I will, what do you call it? Let me make sure the word is correct. Hold on. I just want to make sure. Hold on. It says, having been fashioned by hammering procuse, made by hammering, having been hammered out, forged, formed, produced, yeah, procused. So what are you trying to procuse? If it is, it's Latin. I don't know if they use it anymore, but uh, yeah, nice word. So whatever you're trying to procuse, if it's not beneficial, if it's not something that you're actually bringing about, I'm like, get out of here. Eventually, I will uh, procuse. I will create in reality, and it'll get too real, and I will, be in another space and time outside of whatever it is that is not real. Anything that is not real, like, look, you got to think about what you're doing. Think about it. Call me back. Think about it. What I said. Deal with that. Come back to, when you're ready. Come back, and let's go forward. Yeah. Sometimes you're like, hey, well, what if what if this doesn't happen? I'm like, okay, well, are you prepared to, to go forward? And don't not say don't answer that in this reading. Answer it next time. Like do something separate, and then, like, if you call back, ask specifically for that. Now that I'm moving on or moving in a new direction, now what? Start there. Don't bring anything up about the past. Separate readings. For now, just focus on your past, or what you're not getting and what you want to see happen. Focus on that right now. Focus on that future end of it next week. Put that up into the future. Yeah. So that's the way that I, you know, read people. Like, I'm like, you gotta procuse something, hammer it out. You gotta manifest something. You have to. So that's the way that I do it. But um, I get results, and that's what I'm about. I'm about getting the results. I want 5 stars. I'd rather somebody give me 5 stars and mad that they have to give me 5 stars than somebody that they're like, they're happy, but they give me 3 stars. Which one is better? They mad or upset, but the information is correct. They give me 5 stars. I take the 5 stars any day because I know that that's the truth. I said the truth. I said it in a nice way, but we don't always get what we want in life. So, with that said, I'm so proud. I'm happy that I'm in a space where I can actually, of course, be professional and be kind and respectful. But I'm speaking to people who are like, they paid their way, they paid their dues, they had the baby, they've raising children, they've raised a child, they've done the hard stuff, they have a house, they have careers, professional careers, and society, they contribute a lot to society. So we definitely want to respect our clients. 1,000%. But still very lucky that, okay, there are people who would say I'm in a lucky place because I get to do something spiritual. They wish they could do something spiritual on the level that I'm doing it on. But I also would like to add, I'm also able to be exactly truthful, like be precise, be truthful and honest with my spiritual information. I don't have to lie about it, twist it, buttercup it, nothing like that. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm very lucky to be not only in this space, but I can also really care for my clients. I can really like care for them in a way that I want the most for them, and that I can share with them exactly what I don't feel good about, and also what I can share exactly what I do feel good about. That's why men trust me. I already talked about how I like men better. but I'm best friend. My best friend. I'm best friends with women. So and so men trust my feelings. They always say feelings. I know what they mean. They mean like what do I think? But you know, men don't care what you think. You know, that's their secular language. I don't care what you think. So it's like you know they're gonna say, well, what's your feelings on this? So men, it's like or they'll say they will say what are your thoughts? They say, well, so what are your thoughts? So what do you consider in this way? So what do you see in this matter? Do you think that should they whatever will sort itself out? So um, yeah, I'm in a place where like I can like tell them exactly how I feel about like this is what I feel, and that's cool. Regardless if it's what they wanted to hear or not, they're respectful. And same with the ladies. I love the idea that ladies are like they will hear what I have to say. It doesn't mean that they have to listen or take heed to any of it, but they at least will listen. And but the way they speak to me, I can tell that they really take into account what I'm sharing. They take it very serious to what I'm saying. Even when we play a little bit, back and forth. But when it comes to the information, they really do like both men and women. They both like okay, and they keep it. I was always surprised, like, because they remind me of what I said, and they're always surprised that I remember all of their readings. They're like, "Wow, you remember that? That was like 2 years ago." Like, yeah, I do remember. Because sometimes when I'm reading, like I'm drawing on information to help validate a current information. Also, that kind of lets me know where they are in time wise if I'm like looking to see like when something is going to happen, like events, right? Like we're looking for the event, but we're also looking for when it happens. And then we have that cross that section. Then we can see what month, what time frame. Is it on a Tuesday? Is it on a Wednesday? hmm Or when is the best day? So yeah, and then I relay that information. So that's the way that I work, and this is like the type of I guess interaction that I'm interested in. But not that we can't have like casual fun. I mean, you know what I mean? Like we can casually speak. I mean, we can talk, but uh, like yeah. I mean, I'm definitely gonna. I mean, protect your energy. Yeah. I mean, I'm saying that to you. Protect your energy at all costs, but still have a good time. You can have fun and still feel protected in your energy. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Protect your energy. So I'm really big into protecting my energy too. I want to protect my energy, so of course I'm going to advise other people to do the same. Mm, yeah. My gosh, it is what is the time? It is uh 4 more hours, 4.5. No, it's not quite that long, but still a little bit ways off though. A little over a quarter. So one till well, it's not quite a full hour, so it's more like 3 hours. Oh, my teachers used to get so mad at me because they didn't think of full hours. I could see because I'm a time psychic. I just have this uncanny ability about time. And I'm like, but you're not counting the full hour. You're counting up to the hour. And I remember going back and forth. I was like, I mean, I'll put the answer right here. I mean, if you want me to put that, I'll put it there. It's just not. Because you think, because then I remember doing an explanation where I put the dots there. I was like, one, two, three, all the way to, I said, look, one, two. And so you're looking at one, two. And I said, no, 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 not these. Look at these. Then you put the dot right on the hour. Actually, it's 60 minutes, but you like get the 30. Like this represents the minutes. And it's like one dot represents one full hour, one full hour, one full hour. It's like, see? It's 5 hours, not 6 hours. So like 1 to 4 sounds like 4 hours, unless you're there till 4:59. It's not. You're wrapping up the third hour, so it's full. It's full. It's 3 full hours, and that's why I say. But let's say why everybody making fun of me now. That's why when you call, and that's why my time frame is accurate, always on the point. It's the little things. It's the subtleties. It's the subtleties, you know. Like a quarter of an hour. Then you bump it up like half an hour, a quarter of an hour. Then you then you have the full hour. Now what? Then you can add it. Then you can add an additional hour. But other than that, you haven't even broke into the fourth hour. You'll be leaving at that time if that's the case. Yeah, I'd be clocking out on the fourth hour, but I haven't stayed a full 4 hours. So that being, I clocked out at the end of 3 hours total. Yep. Hold on. Let me shuffle up the cards just a little bit. Um, let's see. Let's see what the energies are about. So a little bit of card shuffling here. Let's see. Yeah, YouTube is where I will do the more like, yeah, all the shows are gonna be for YouTube, I think. Yeah, I'm getting insights. Like, yeah, YouTube is where our focus are. Only on you. We just have to like work around. You know, I kind of have to work around some of, you know, the others, some stuff, you know. Some stuff I have to work around. Do you get that? Yeah, I know. Um, yeah. I gotta work around some stuff, but pretty much, yeah. All the important lives, information wise, yeah, we'll have to work with you two for that. Cause I know Spirit is like, do not mess this up. We are telling you, it's you. Your focus is YouTube right now. But I do know how to, you know, bring in the TikTok. I know how. But this information is just too priceless. It's important. And, you know, people, I know, begrudgingly hear it. It's like that friend, you know, like who you have a crush on, and, you know, you know, they're going to that college out of state. You're like, oh, you're going out of state. Like, yeah, it's time to get on with life. Or they're moving out of state or something like that. There. All right. So, mm-hmm. But anyway, this is what I vow. I will be taking wherever I go. It's YouTube and I. YouTube is coming, so that's the good side. At least you're coming along with us on the journey. Believe it or not. Okay, all right, we're good. We're good with time. And 12:47. Okay, it is, well, that's a strong synchronicity right there. Making sure that, you know, the cards are nice and shuffled. There, nice and shuffled. to shuffle my cards. I just like to make sure that when when I am back into a reading or when I'm channeling a reading that it doesn't take me a great deal of time to try and get the probabilities that I need because I do like synchronicities and I think well, I'm pretty sure I hold probability to high regard. I like the idea that what are the odds, like facing the odds. I have clients that like they have like certain symbols that correspond to their with their reading like all the time. So every time that I am doing a reading and those symbols, they always show up right on time and in the subject that's regarding them, more or less. So I love the idea of like synchronicity, because synchronicity people find that happen with numbers, or even astrological signs. Sometimes like people like always draw in a particular astrological sign, and they like, okay, why is that? Of course, everyone knows the most common one, like seeing like what they call them angel numbers. So we also get oh, and the other one is music. Yeah, they hear music. But I receive them in readings for clients in the form of esoteric symbols, and they are specific to unique clients. Like I can read 20 people and then have certain clients with very specific symbols. And then out of all of those people, these symbol that who I associate or attribute to a very specific client happens. That to me is fascinating. I can't help but think that it might be like is this synchronicity? But yeah, they are. I believe that they are indeed in sync with symbols, and symbols, of course, come in many forms: numbers, a song. But yeah, but for it to happen in a very specific order, though, that's even more fascinating. That's what I mean by when I mean by synchronicity. I mean they occur in in an orderly fashion that you can that's observable, at least to me. I understand what I'm looking at. It's observable when I'm delivering an answer. That becomes an account that they will discuss something that actually took place or a conversation that took place. And they always say, hey, remember when you were like reading me with this and this? Well, this is the outcome. This is what happened. And it's like Spirit said exactly, spelled it out exactly like that. Especially like when we think of like the nature of people. Like some people will say, I'm trying to have somebody read, and people think sometimes, well, I find that clients will think, or whoever I'm reading, uh, it is it's like what a person would do. Middle of a thought. I'll be right back. Donald here. A pleasure. Ready for a psychic reading? You're here for a psychic reading, right? Good. And so, where would we like to begin? Are we working with a special area, person in mind? Well, let's take a look and see where you're branching out to and see if that person is willing to reveal themselves yet and get you going in a good direction. So let's start. So, what I can see in this space is that you are you in this direction. I sense that you're for the prize. Like you have your eyes set on a particular direction. I do see a bond or like a sacred bond that's that should be established. So this is kind of like an empathic reading. This is close to emotions as I can get. but more or less saying that love, by the way, one, they say love is on the way. That's number one. Love is on the way. But it's already describing what kind of love it is. It said it would be a love that will be like you'll be enamored by it. It would definitely cut you off the feet, as they say, swept off the feet, a bond between the two, but also most importantly that there is a prize, like a goal for the relationship. Of course, that's is stated first, is that you have a goal. Means if there's a goal, that means there's a plan. There's a plan in mind of what you're looking for in said future partner. I also like the idea that this kind of love is protected. They also give me a time frame. That's a good thing. They're showing us September of 2025. So that's next month over, in terms of like bringing someone in. A blast from the past. Oh boy, what's going on there? Dynamically, they're saying that okay, so when you start dating somebody anew, you might have somebody of old trying to, you know, maybe come back out of nowhere. So beware of that because it's very rare that I'm shown two people because I'm more like a show me the most important person that you will meet type of psychic. But when they do show me one, like two people, that means they want you to be careful not to get them confused. One of them is from your past who resurfaces, who reaches out and who is trying, and you're like, why are you reaching out? And yes, I am. I'm meeting someone. Like maybe you won't even say anything at all. And he's like, well, that's not nothing to ask. I haven't talked to you in such so long. Such a while. So it feels very much like there's two people, and guys are like, we're not talking about the one from your past. By the way, they said that there is a reason why that one ended and why this one who's a breath is saying, oh, it's so powerful. Why are the feelings so intense and the bond is already there? And I have goals, and can I achieve them with that person? If it's likely, I might be open minded to it. So and yeah, there. So you have to kind of find your way through that. I think that you will be able to, because you, like they said, you have an intention already, and besides, you do have a soulmate vibration here. That I do definitely get that some sense. And the person, by the way, is contacting you from a distance, so it's like long distance. So they're not like somebody who's near. So it's like some of the same problems. It's like, oh boy, I know this what this is about. I know I'm not going back to this. I want to know what's going with this new thing. So I definitely see that. This may mean that you have, sometimes if we are kind of encountering two soulmates at once, save one problem. Soulmates don't typically exist on the same plane, like at the same time. Like they change out back and forth. So I get the sense that, as let's say the soulmate who is your future, the ex picks up on it. The old soulmate picks up on it. It's like, I better go reach out. I think I'll reach out and see what you're up to, because can feel the energy shifting. And that's when you're saying, okay, I've got two soulmates on my hand. Now you're in a position rather to choosing which soulmate to go with. So we're hoping that you choose the newest one, the newest soul connection, which it sounds like you will. And that's nothing bad with soulmates, but the one that's the soulmate for the future seems to be more along the lines with the goal you want to achieve. Like they said, your self power, like your love of self is allowing you to have that choice, more or less. It's also unknown what could come of, which that could be scary, not knowing what love directions that the new one will bring into your world. But the transition in itself will be definitely interesting, because it's one in which it's a lot. It feels like there's a lot of sharing going on in the third week of September. When it's 3 weeks, 3 weeks in, it's the second half of September 2025. I'm seeing a lot of integration, like sharing, interaction, things like that. That represents, of course, it's all romantic, but you're giving a lot of time and vibration or emotional energy into this space, which is transitioning or phasing your love. Because when you go pulling your energy, right, and you're pulling it from one soulmate and you're channeling your love into a different direction, they feel the pulling away. Anybody would. And then not only that, you're identifying exactly what you need from your partner. So that's what I see. You say, I'm going all in, as they say. I'm going all in, all my time, energy, efforts into this one. And it will be so. But it will be amazing. It will be amazing. But yeah, I do have a sense that before it's all said and done, you're gonna have somebody from the past, in other words, two men, and one of them's gonna be like, like, not so fast. You haven't heard my case yet. Let me plead my case. How about you two meet? Things like that. Oh, my life has changed. Guess what? I've gotten out of my relationship. It's like giving you all these, like, all of a sudden, all these reasons, like, oh, is this supposed to make it better? Just make a choice, that we start seeing each other again. But what if it's the same old thing? Like, I want better. I already have my mind made up. So it feels very much like that's how it's gonna flow. So that's the kind of like I like to think of it as like what's beneficial rather than what's good or bad or negative or positive. It's like what's beneficial. It's like it's more beneficial for you, maybe to hear the guy out, but not necessarily take him on immediately at face value. Like take him back, I guess we can even say. Which yeah. Mm, 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 mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Beautiful. Mm-hmm. This you raise your standards. Your standards is not. The truth is, your standards are not modesty, but your standards are not no lower. It's higher. You've raised your standards. That's a good. That's good. And your partner. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Good. Okay. No way. Good. Okay. Yes. And love is trying to find you. Love is going to find you. You're already, when you raised your standards and said, you declared what you're looking for in a companion, universe is listening to that, factored out those other exes, and now that's the one who's coming. The one that you're actually pulling in, the one you said, I will allow this type of guy to come in. So he's coming. Where are you going to find him? You're pulling him towards you. You're pulling him in towards you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. Right. That's switching out. You're putting that energy out there in a partner that you need to be much more dominant, stronger, at least initiate, know what he wants, say what he wants, and stick with it. That is a higher standard. That is a raising of your energy. But that's the truth. It's not being, what is it, high on the horse. That is the truth. That's so true. You're only stating what you've experienced. The good thing is that it is related. Translation is, yes, I am looking for something more. And yes, you do deserve it because you've given, if you have worked so hard and you've done all the work for the new best thing, shouldn't you deserve and get it? Yes. In the matters of love, yes, even. You do deserve it and you will get that. like that, because that's the way it works. That's why these exes, that's why they left. Because even if you're with them and you say, yeah, I chase them, I love them, I can have any of them, and then you're putting out the universe, but I want this guy to be like this and he want to do that, they're going to eventually go away because the universe is saying these guys don't fit what you're asking for. They just don't possess that in them. They're not doing that. So you end up attracting, wow, this guy came out of nowhere and talked to me. That's because that's what you dialed out for. You said, okay, I have my petition. I'm petitioning a guy like that. And then he's the one that shows up and you're minding your own business. But then it's like, that was nice. Yes. This is good that this is switching up. It's going to change. This year is about relationships. It's about finding matchmakers as well, like soulmates, soul connections. And we're moving ever closer to that dominant season of Libra. We still got a few signs left to work through, but, or two, excuse me, two signs. But we're nearly there. We're talking about like late September, early October time frame. You're so close. Because in who knew we were in the year of relationships and partnerships? Who knew where soulmates meet? But we do know. We know now. Sure. It should not be anyone who's already in your life right now. You should not have had said one word. You should not even laid eyes, physical eyes on that person as of yet, according to the reading, because you have needed to explore higher territory for a very long time. Well, everybody illustrated, and so this new incoming, it's supposed to thwart the idea of it could be some man who, or anybody, any man, or someone in taste, good taste, hopefully, that you met, have already met. Is, I mean, it's illustrating that you need something, like a new change, something different from what you've experienced. But we only speak on things. You know what makes up the present? The past makes up the present. We're so busy living our present. We're not concerned with the future. Tomorrow, adults, we don't. We think about the moment. We're so busy. So this is a time where we are allowed to see the distant future, and that's what we're making relevant here. That distant future where there's a man that exists, but he's not a man that represents your past. Two different ways of thinking of time on the timeline. One you've experienced before in the past, who you may be facing in the present. You might, yeah, I could see yourself. You say see yourself going on a little, whatever. But then there's a future that's like, I don't know who this guy is, but he better have these qualities because I have a checklist, and I've made up my mind. And I put that out into affirmations even. So we're speaking to the gentleman that is saying he's eager to meet you for the first time too. Yes, busyness, amazing things. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. It's time for companionship. Living, earlier we said living life, doing this for you. Yes. Okay. Uh, you had you gave it all to your life purpose. That's good. Good. Hmm. Okay. No, thank God she didn't. How would you know that those friends are going to be worth it in the end? The ones now you got to tell you got one you can trust. That one you can trust versus too many people telling you, trying to tell you what to do. So it's probably good to have the one. Okay, good. That's a good thing. Oh yes, I love her. Yes, yes. Okay. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. Right. Right. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Right. Exactly. This is our Leo season is all about what external stuff being out there extroverted. Oh, by the way, that what is also Leo was not allowing us introverted people to be like quiet, like it be shuffling over there at the side. Everybody puts us right center front stage. By the way, so your inner monologue, like things you say, just come right on out. Even it's like the lion that says, "I want to hear your roar. Come on, do it, roar. I want to hear it." So yeah, this year is so funny with the introverted people. Hmm. Yeah, we can't hide. And anyway, there's all the lights. It's kind of like if you're an introvert, but all your siblings or family members are very extrovert. Everybody's like very highly active and well known, but you're that one person of the group that likes to be just to themselves, and they won't let you be. They're like bringing you and they're celebrating you, making you talk and putting you in the middle of the room and just make you stand and everybody's sitting looking at you. No, speak, say something. So they're waiting for you to talk now. So I love this is happening to us because we need it. We needed it. Like you said, it's getting you out there and about. And also, it is where love is found, by the way, because well, it helps you connect with Soul Tribe, but love too. Hmm. Enjoy it, embrace it. Yes, embrace the moment. Be a part. A pleasure. So brilliant. You have so much ahead of you. Thank Oh boy. Oh boy. She's so funny. Girl, get out there. Anyways, it's good to have, yeah, like, uh huh. She was like, but yeah, it sounds so pathetic, but the friends, girl, you don't need all those friends. You got the one friend you have right now that's like, I'm like, you're coming out. You're gonna have a good time. That's the one you needed. You didn't need all those people. Now next, a good looking fella on our arms. Yeah, that's what's next. Now I like those kind of conversations. Now that see now, did you just catch that? I said she. That means that's a biological female. Like I said, I am best friends with women. Okay, all right. It's just that but however, like women who are what do you call it? What do you call it? Like like running games, anything that's she. These kind of women are the reason why I won't put up with it. Because I'm like, that's not a lady. That's not the lady that I be into. That's not the lady I be channeling. So yeah, they don't have a time. I'm gonna be honest with you, they don't have a time of day. That's why I like dudes that be like thinking they gonna push me around. I done met so many excellent gentlemen, right? Very strong gentlemen. That I mean, like they are every way great in every way. Like they love women as much as I love women, and they are strong and they like brothers and they like to work a lot. I mean, like so exceptional men and women. Like Men and women who want to play games or try to do games with me, they don't have a chance. They don't stand a chance. They don't stand a chance because they can't do it because they ain't the one. They ain't the man. They ain't the woman. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't. Okay. All right. I won't bring it up anymore. I'm not doing anything. I'm just shuffling my cards. Nothing's going on. Nothing here. Nothing here to see. I'm just shuffling my cards. Period. Okay, so I've noticed something. I'm I'm still doing pretty well energetically. Like my energy is feeling pretty good right now. Okay, so hold on. It's okay. Hold on. Two. Okay. We're pressing on. You know, 'cause I have remember I have 2 hours and a little more. It's a quarter after. Not to be confused with a quarter till. It's a quarter after. Or little quarter after. Little quarter after. Mm-hmm. So um and we'll be moving towards yeah, we're closer to the 2 hour mark. Yeah. Yeah. It's marvelous. Whew. So let's see. Let me think. Let me think. Um, okay, so 1 hour work. Okay. Hmm. I know I'm doing readings. I'm kind of scouting some things out. My bad. I'm not ignoring y'all. It's just I kind of need to check out some things.